Hello, my viewers. I welcome you all at Molly Local Poultry Farm. Yeah, today we are going to look at the common mistakes that most farmers do and make them to not to get what they were supposed to get, not to get profits from their farms or from their birds. So the first mistakes that farmers do is not vaccinating their birds. Some farmers dodge some vaccines. That is, some farmers do not give vaccines regularly. Remember, the moment you dodge any vaccine, you make your birds to get sick. You make your birds uh, to get some diseases. Okay, so I don't mean that if you vaccinate your birds do not get diseases. They get, but remember, if you vaccinate your birds, the immunity improves. So if you do not vaccinate, that means that the immunity will be low. So we vaccinate the birds to improve on the immunity of the birds. So I mean, if you vaccinate your birds, birds will get that can be attached by a certain disease, but that disease will come or will occur when the birds are having strong immunity. So we vaccinate in order to help that these birds to get strong immunity. So do not dodge to vaccinate the birds. And some farmers have that tendency of dodging vaccinating Newcastle. Newcastle, after completing all the vaccines you have to give from day one up to like 2 months, we continue with Newcastle. Newcastle is given monthly. Some farmers give it after like 2 months, and you always put NB. For me, I always give vaccination schedule to my clients. Once you buy chicks from me, whether day one old chicks or 1 month old chicks, I give you the vaccination program to follow when you are vaccinating your birds. And that vaccination program shows the place where to administer and when or at what stage you are supposed to give a certain vaccine. Then from after completing the first vaccines, we put NB. Under that NB, we put that you have to vaccinate Newcastle monthly. Then we also put that you have to deworm your birds monthly. So once you follow that vaccination program, you will not face very many challenges. But some farmers, they have that habit of dodging some vaccines. Remember, once you dodge any vaccine, you make your birds to suffer certain diseases. So please, let's avoid that mistake. Don't dodge any vaccine. Give vaccines to your birds. Yes. So that's one of the mistakes that most farmers do. We have to give Newcastle vaccine monthly. After giving all the vaccines, then we continue with Newcastle every month. Some farmers they give it after 2 months. Yeah, so you have to follow the vaccination program. Then another thing that most farmers do is not feeding the birds in time. Yes, you find that some farmers have workers, let's say for workers at their farms. These workers, some of them are just they are just like they for them they just think of money. They don't think of what they do. So you may think that the workers are doing a very good work, yet they are not doing so. You have to supervise your workers. These workers they do not give food to these birds in time. So it's you, the owner of the birds, that's of the farm, the owner of the farm, the owner of the project, to supervise and see whether these workers at your farm give food to the birds in time. Once you give your birds in time, they will get they will be knowing the time to get food. And once you mess and delay to bring the food in time, you find all the birds are on the doorway waiting for food. Others will start pitching others. You may even find that others have started eating others because they are waiting for food and food is nowhere to be seen. So let's give food to these birds in time. So if you give food to these birds in time, they will not carry out cannibalism. They will not fight. So let's avoid that business of giving birds food late. Let's be uniform. If you give your birds food at 1, let it be 1. If it is 4, let it be 4. Because for them, they are good at keeping time. Once it clocks to 1, they will come on the doorway, peeping and see whether they are bringing food or not. The moment you delay, you will find that others have started eating other birds. So, in order to avoid all those problems of cannibalism, what and what, you have to give food to these birds in time. Then another thing, another common mistakes that the farmers do is uh, not deworming birds regularly. Some farmers they dodge deworming birds, and this if you do not deworm your birds, more so these ones which lay eggs, even those ones which do not lay eggs, once you dodge deworming, the birds will not grow well and they will not improve on their weight because remember these worms are parasites. They feed on the food that we give the birds, so they will not gain weight because they are competing with the food they eat is also eaten by the parasites, which are worms. So, no gaining weight if you do not deworm your birds. When it comes to the birds which lay eggs, they will not lay proper. They will not give you a good number of eggs because there will be there will be competition for food with the birds and the worms. So let's avoid that mistake of not deworming our birds. Deworming our birds is very, 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 very important. It is very, very, very important. Let's deworm our birds in order to get good results. Whether they are laying or not laying, we have to deworm. Yes, we have to deworm the birds. Then another thing is not feeding the birds well. Yeah. When I talk of this one is different from feeding birds in time. Feeding birds in time, that is to give the birds food in time. Now, feeding birds well, I mean that some farmers do not put concentrate. Others, they do not mind about give us changing on the diet. When I talk of changing on the diet, I mean you give them on greens, you give them on water, the banana peelings, like you go on changing. Yes, somebody will say that, oh, or even the water carbohydrates. Yes, they are carbohydrates, but at least sometimes you change. So if you feed your birds well, they will give you good results. If you do not feed them well, they will not give you good results. Take an example of layers. If your birds are laying and on a certain day you do not feed them well, my dear, the next day they will not give you enough eggs. So you have to feed the birds well, you give them enough food, you try to change for them. As we people, we also need to change the diet, even these birds. Yes, they can't tell us that you change for us, but the moment you bring a certain food which is different from the other one they ate yesterday, they feel like they are on a party. So they enjoy it. So let's try to change on their diet. You give them peelings, you give them greens, you give them the leftovers like that. And make sure that you give them enough food such that they get satisfied. If they do not get satisfied, they will develop cannibalism and they will not grow well. If they are cooks, they will not improve on the weight. So let's avoid that business of not feeding the birds well. Feed them well and they get satisfied. Give them enough food. Give them enough food. Some people have that tendency, these are locals, even if you give them little. My dear, yes, they are locals, but you have to give them plenty of food. Okay? Yeah. So farmers, that mistake of not giving enough food to the birds should be avoided in order to get profits or to get good results from your farm. Then another mistake is not caring them well. Take an example. During rain season, these the droppings from the birds make the house of the birds wet. Some farmers, for them, they crammed it and say that, hey, you see, for us, we clean the poultry house once in a month. My dear, that is cram work. And some things are not written in books. It is just common sense. You just need to use your common sense. If you start this rainy season, if you feel like there is a smell in your house, in the poultry house, clean the poultry house, my dear. Even if it's 1 week, please clean it. If these birds do not get a proper care or enough care, if you do not give them care, my dear, they will not give you good results. See, you have to care for these birds in order to get some good results from them. So, if you're a farmer there and you avoid those mistakes that other farmers do, you will gain or you will get rich from your that if you do those mistakes, for me, I got a chance and I was trained before starting this project. So there are some mistakes that I did not do, and some other farmers do them and they ended up not getting good results from their farms. So my dears who are there, avoid such mistakes such that you get good results from your farms. Then another mistakes that other farmers do is starting with big number of birds. Some people think that if I start with a big number of birds, I'll be able to get much profits. The answer is, if you do not have enough money to take care of those birds, you will not get profits from those birds. However much you started with 1,000 birds, you will not get enough profits if you do not care for those birds properly. So what are you supposed to do? Start with the number you will manage to feed. Start with the number you will manage to give treatment. Mwabeerega n'otandika n'ennamba nene olw'okuba gundi wawulidde yatandise n'ennamba nene naye nga ssente ze ayina, gwe bavuwe toyina ssente mala. Start with the number that you are able to feed. Tekigasa kutandika na nkoko 5 ng'obusobozi bw'osobola kuliisa nkoko 2. Awo ne gamba tandika n'enkoko, ennamba y'enkoko gy'ojja okusobola okuliisa. Teweekaka kutandika na nkoko gye tajja kusobola kuliisa, kubeera still ojja kumekereza nga tozifunyeemu ate weekwase nti enkoko eŋŋanda tekula, enkoko eŋŋanda zansala. So my dears, avoid those mistakes in order to be successful on your farm. So I love you so much, and if you are new on this channel, please don't forget to subscribe to Molly Local Poultry Farm, and please, the moment you watch this video, give it a like such that it goes and reach on the other person who is very far from you. Yeah, Then another thing, have trainings here, online trainings. You can also come on the farm physically, and the fee is only 50,000. We always have trainings here on Tuesdays. The fee is 50,000. Then the old chicks, we have them every Tuesday. We give out that the old chicks. 1 month you order, please order. Even if you want a day old chick, you have to order. Place your order and we organize for you. Those who want 1 month, you order with us. Then we give you the 1 month old chicks. And those who ask for the location, my dears, this farm, Molly Local Poultry Farm, is found in Busega Chibumbiro near Costa Stage. And my WhatsApp number is 0787962070. My Airtel is, it's not your own WhatsApp, and it is 0759498204. My dears, don't forget to share the video, share it with your friends, with your colleagues, with your workmates. Then give the video a like and comment. Yes, I like those comments so much. Why? Because I get, if you comment and you request for something, I try my level best and I do it. So if you comment, I get what to talk about in the next video. So my dears, I love you so much. Thank you so much for supporting my local poultry from those who buy chicks. Thank you so much, and may God bless you. Those who watch, those who comment, those who give likes to our videos, thank you so much. Yes, I love you so much. May God bless you.